Hey, my friends. So, welcome to our May 2025 Blissipline, which is Fresh New Moment. Fresh New Moment. That's the subject of our May Blissipline. And this is a really profound practice because um, it brings you back to the essence of what is your power, which is this moment and your capacity to perceive it freshly. So usually I'm pretty perky on our Blissiciplines. Today I'm not feeling so perky. I have good reason to be having more complex feelings than that. And that's actually good because we're going to give space for that in our May Blissipline. So specifically, Blissipline is a practice. That's the discipline piece of Blissipline. It's a practice. It's not something you just sort of fall into. It's something you step into, you step into, you step into. But it's a gentle practice. It can be an energetic practice, by the way. It can be very strong practice, but still gentle. There's a capacity for kindness within it. And if it doesn't have that, it's not really Blissipline. It's just discipline. So for our May Blissipline, we're going to practice Fresh New Moment. And so for this first week, I'm going to invite you to do it at a very, very simple level and see what happens. This is the discovery process, okay? And then in the second week, so today's May 1st, on May 8th, I will post another video, and we're actually going to dedicate that week to giving space to difficult feelings, because it is so interesting how many times I have to say over and over and over again that suppressing our difficult feelings is not the goal. The goal is a little more subtle than that. The goal is to allow them in such a way that they can be and subside, and we come into a state of regulation in the nervous system. So more about that on week 2. Week 3 and 4, I haven't decided what they're going to do. I'm open to suggestions, but in the concept of Fresh New Moment, we will be tweaking these practices to strengthen our capacity to step into our power and our sovereignty. Okay? Our power and our sovereignty. So, simple, week 1 of our May Blissipline, Fresh New Moment. Here's my invitation to you. Just right now, just take a moment and just go, take a breath, and just flick everything away that was here from the past, even if it's 10 seconds ago, just flick it away. If you're in public and you can't wave your hands around like that, just mentally flick it away. You can actually do your hands like, well, low, just flick it away. And step into this new moment. And now take a good healthy breath and say, fresh new moment, fresh new moment, fresh new moment. And as you do that, just notice how that resonates with you. Now, the important thing to understand is how it resonates will have everything to do with what's up for you right now. So this is a way that we can begin to honor what's going on with us without having it drive us forward into the next moment in some kind of inevitable way, right? So we're having a moment here and now. The fresh new moment is a chance for us to acknowledge and break the simple causality and step into choice. Now, if you've got a very strong activation going on, strong feelings, that's not going to be a super easy break. And maybe that's what we'll do in week 2 and week 3. But for now, what I want you is just experiment with it. Just play around with it. Do your best to not really expect anything from it. Instead, be curious. Be the scientist of your own well-being. Be the experimenter of your own personal Blissipline. So the best way, honestly, to do this is to set yourself some reminders. And for me, I set alarms on my phone. I've used Post-its on my bathroom mirror. I have Post-its by my bed sometimes. I have notes in my calendar. I've started many practices where I have a doorway. As I walk through that doorway, I stop and do whatever my practice is, that there's a sort of a way that gets tied to that doorway. You could do it with lots of doorways. The thing is, if you're human, which I think you probably are, you're going to forget, because that's what we do, and that's okay. We're so funny too, because as in the moment we remember, what we say? We go, oh, I forgot. we're going to go, oh, I'm remembering. So it's really interesting. In the moment where we could reclaim a fresh new moment of remembering, we go to the past and say, oh, I forgot. And very often we'll go, God, what's wrong with me? I always forget, right? So instead of grabbing the opportunity of remembering, we have a very strong habit of instead going to a regret for the past. Very, very strong. Does this resonate with you? Is it familiar to you? Oh my God, I forgot again. Well, the minute you're saying that, it's because you just remembered, right? You wouldn't be saying it if you hadn't remembered. So actually, oh, I just remembered. So fresh new moment helps us step into that. I remembered. I'm back in a place of choice. Okay. So if you can bring some body into it, shake it off, you can do the tapping. I'll link to the YouTube video I had on the tapping. If your nervous system is calming, if you're outside, fresh new moment, look up. We have a tree right there that's in bloom right now. Oof, it's what is it going to be in bloom a week for a year, right? I want to catch it. I want to catch the moment of that tree being in bloom. Okay, so that's fresh new moment. So use your senses, look around, listen, close your eyes and listen if you like. Stretch, come into your body. Fresh new moment. Continue to say fresh new moment. Remind yourself this is a fresh new moment. And now this one is too. And if you're very activated, I don't know if you know my chart, but if you don't, just go with me here. If you're very activated, so this is a chart where this is the range of resilience. You go over this into the stress mode, and this is where you're very resilient and healthy, and this is where you're getting agitated or activated a little bit more agitated, now exploding, and then this is, we won't go into that for now. So for now, just to be clear, if you remember to do fresh new moment for whatever reason, and you're here, you're not going to go fresh new moment and then sink into well-being. That's not going to happen. You're going to go fresh new moment, fresh new moment, fresh new moment, fresh new moment. Okay, hold on. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. And you might find yourself here, right on the cusp of being almost about to lose control and noticing that you're sort of okay, that you can step back. And then in this one, you go, okay, now I should stretch. Give me a stretch. And then that might bring you to here, So it's a process that meets you where you are and strengthens you and empowers you to move into the next moment to a place of choosing what you want. Okay? So this is like the simplest practice ever. It's 3 words, fresh new moment. Repeat it a few times, shake it off, come back into your body, tap, stretch, look around, use your 5 senses, take a breath, take a drink of water, ask yourself what you need. However you need to do it, fresh new moment. And in that fresh new moment, now, maybe, just maybe, you have the capacity to make a different choice than you would have made in the momentum of how you were feeling. The feeling was driving you. Now say, hold on, I can make a better choice here. Okay, so that's week 1. Really simple, fresh new moment. So please put any questions right below. I suggest you tag me because otherwise I might not see it. I'll try and remember to check. But Mary Cordelia, and if you're not on the email list, I'll put a link to where you can join. I will be sending out updates by email. Okay? All right. Happy May.